There I am. Okay. Hey, welcome to Art Talks. This is Patrick Ralston, director of the Arkansas Arts Council, and this may be a little different look for me, but I am currently broadcasting here from my home studio, and that's because Scarlett is out today, and so she left me without adult supervision, and so I'm going to talk to you just a little bit. It's probably going to be an abbreviated broadcast today because we are, well, number one, I think I'm about to be in a thunderstorm, but yeah, Trav, my dog, is going to have a fit over that, I can tell you. So we may have some drama. But anyway, so you are coming to me from through my iPad here because also my laptop camera wouldn't work, and so let's just like everything, like from the beginning of this broadcast when we started back in April, it's gonna seat of the pants, and so we're just gonna see what happens. But anyway, I'm glad that you all enjoyed hearing from Drika Morning last week. Heard that, well, actually, I saw that a lot of you were very complimentary of her and enjoyed what she had to say. And I felt like there were some unnecessary digs about my hair. But yeah, I completely understand that. I realize I'm very much Corona fashionable right now. I waited to even contemplate cutting my hair until we're racking up 700 infections a day. So I don't know how safe it is. I'll have to reconsider when I'm going to get my hair cut. So. Yeah, and there's Legenia Bearden, who had some great comments about my hair. I appreciate that. So, Drika's amazing. I was really happy that she was there. She was on last week. She is our arts and education program manager, and is just doing an amazing job under the conditions that we're working in. But she also coordinates our Poetry Out Loud program. She is herself a poet, performer, a published poet at that, and just a social practice artist. And so, we're very fortunate to have her on our staff. But things that are going on right now. Right now we're still taking applications for small works on paper. Small works on paper, as you no doubt know, because I recite this litany every week, is that the small works on paper is our juried traveling exhibition that we do annually, and I think we're in our 33rd year now. But we are taking applications up till July 24th, and so it's not too late for you to submit your work. And I certainly hope that you will. It is really, for us, it's a great view into the portfolio of Arkansas's visual artists every year. I'm always surprised by what the juror picks, and also just the amazing level of creativity that our visual artists exhibit. These, of course, are just what it says. These are small works on paper, whether that's collage, photograph, watercolor, acrylic, some other discipline that I'm leaving out, I'm sure, but it's just continually it amazes me that we see work that we see artists who come back every few years with new work. We have a lot of repeat offenders, and then we have a lot of first-time offenders who come in, and it's always great to see new young artists that in the work that they're producing. it's a great way for us to meet more artists around the state and to promote them. Of course, it travels around the state after it's initially the initial opening, and this year, admittedly, during the pandemic, we've had some disruption of our touring schedule. In fact, the exhibition itself is currently boxed up and was returned to us because it's still waiting to go to another one of the venues. In the meantime, however, Scarlett was working with our staff, put together a virtual Small Works on Paper exhibition, and you can see that at our website, arkansasarts.org, and just check that out because it shows you the breadth of talent that we have here in Arkansas. So I'm reading my own comments now, so let me Sherry said yes, it is the 33rd year of Small Works on Paper. So hey, I've been around for 3 years and now I'm finally getting the facts right. If you'll check the comments here, there is a link to where you can submit your work for Small Works. So anyway, there's Stacy Pendergrast watching, another one of our usual suspects. So let's see what else we got going on. Arts Voice Arkansas. I know that Drika talked to you about this last week. Arts Voice Arkansas is essentially our request that students, K through 12 students out there, if while they're at home, if they're still working on art projects, we encourage you to submit what you're doing. And when I say art projects, I'm talking about whether it is visual arts, painting, drawing. I'm not going to list all the disciplines. Whatever you're doing, take a photograph of it, send it to us. You can send it to us at the website, through our website. You can send it to Scarlett. You can send it through Facebook, our Facebook page here at Arkansas Arts Council, and we are more than willing to. We're happy to share your work, and we just want to kind of show what people are doing out there, whether it is visual art, whether it's performing art. If you are dancing, if you are doing a play, if you are doing Shakespeare, we want to see a video. Share it with us, upload a video, get it to us, and we will definitely share. We want to know what you're doing. We want to keep in touch with you, and anything that you can share with us, we would like to share with everyone else. So that's really something that is new for us, but it's just a way to kind of build our community, get people involved, get people excited, just let everybody kind of see what, that even during a pandemic, even during, the social distancing, we're keeping the faith. We are continuing to create, whatever your mode of creation is. Keep on going and keep on sharing it with us. So anyway, Scarlett is checking in with us remotely, and she says, as she has put her email address in the comments below, and that's I think that's where she would prefer that you send your submissions for Arts Voice Arkansas. But we are excited about that. We've been having a lot of submissions, and so just keep on sharing. So let's see what else we got going on. Grants. We always have questions about grants. We will be, in the next couple of weeks, we will be releasing our Arts Council CARES Act grants, the long-awaited federal relief funds that we received and are distributing. I know a lot of you are waiting on that. A lot of you have been calling me, and we are bureaucracy, and we are about to wrap that process up and get it out. And let me tell you, there's nobody that's going to be happier once that's done than me, because I can get a full night's sleep for once. But the nomination forms, many of you familiar with our Governor's Arts Awards, and our Governor's Arts Awards. Governor's Arts Awards are that's kind of the high holy day of the Arts Council calendar, at least pre-COVID. We usually have it in mid-March. This year it was canceled because of the pandemic. We didn't want to have a super spreader event. So we are, but we are taking nominations for Governor's Arts Awards categories again. And those awards, the nomination forms will be available in late July. And so start thinking about who your nominees are. We have several categories, from artist to patron, to corporate sponsors, corporate sponsorship of the arts. Anyway, once you see the form, you'll see those, because I'm, you know me, having a hard time getting it, pulling them all out of the top of my head. But we will have those available soon, and that really is, it's the most important award that we give every year. We usually have a luncheon. The luncheon is of course hosted by the governor at the governor's mansion under normal circumstances, but certainly this is our way to really recognize the people who are devoting their lives and their energies, their works and their gifts to the arts in Arkansas. So look forward to starting that process all over again. Let's see, Pepper. Gosh, we got Pepper coming in. Are you still in in Italy? Let's see. And we got a message here from Kelsey Dunn. I'm sorry, Kelsey. I'm trying to open your message here, and I can't get it to really open. This is the problem when my daughter's art from Cabot Freshman Academy was supposed to be shown at the Governor's Mansion. Has that been rescheduled? You would have to check with the Governor's Mansion on that. They maintain the exhibits that they maintain there. That's their own program. We don't have any connection with that. They've got a lot of great art there, and I know that they from time to time have exhibitions, but you would need to check with them directly. I don't. I'm going to crowdsource here and ask somebody to see if they'll post a phone number for the Governor's Mansion. Let's see. We have looking down, we have we'll soon be opening our mini grants again for arts and education projects. Now we can use that for online projects, obviously virtual learning, as we look for alternative methods of instruction. The mini grants are up to $1,000. They're for projects no more than 10 days or 2 weeks, basically 10 work days. And we offer those for arts and education, for lifetime learning, and veterans programs. We are very excited and encourage, if you are a nonprofit organization and you have programs that are serving veterans in particular, we want to hear from you. We encourage you to submit an application, or if you know somebody, if you are an artist, a teaching artist, and you are working with veterans, and you have a nonprofit partner that can apply, we would encourage you to apply. We are very serious about serving our veteran population in this state, which is, our veteran and active duty military population in Arkansas is edging toward 250,000. Many of these are older veterans, and so older, when I say older, middle-aged to older, but we are looking for more artists to provide more programs for that population, and it's a challenge. It really is, but we have some very talented artists in this state who work very closely with veterans, and they were really those artists were really the inspiration for this push into this area, and so. I encourage you, if you've got any interest in that, or if you have a population of veterans that needs that service, check out our mini grants and give us a call, and we'll talk about it. Our website is arkansasarts.org. It is our staff directory is on the website with our email addresses and our phone numbers and our pictures. Mine is really, really bad, anyway. But not that I'm vain or anything. But Lord. But anyway. Let's see. And any progress on zoning of the Arts District downtown? That's another question from Kelsey Dunn. Not to my knowledge. I was just part of it. I was a kind of a spectator to that conversation, talking about the Arts District and in Little Rock, and I can tell you that I think a lot of that got put on hold during the pandemic, but I'm going to have to refer that to some of the folks out there who are working on that, because there's a lot of enthusiasm, but I just can't I can't really say, and I don't have any direct. I'm not a direct participant. I'm just kind of I'm an observer. But so anyway, let's see, what else am I leaving out? Trav's a really big baby. That thunder's driving him crazy. Anyway, so I come here. You come say hi. It's okay. Anyway, so we as I think as I've talked about before, we've got a lot of there were a lot of programs, a lot of activities that we were involved in, or that we as the Arts Council were involved in, that have been kind of put on hold. I know that one of the ones that we, if you follow us, you know that Art Space, which is an effort to develop artist live workspace here in Central Arkansas, has been somewhat put on hold. It was going forward. We had the Art Space, the organization, the nonprofit development organization, which is based out of Minnesota, had committed to continue to try to help build a live workspace here in Central Arkansas, but obviously the pandemic had other ideas, but ArtSpace is still in touch with us. Those plans are still a go, as once things settle down a little bit, but hopefully we'll have that back on track within the year, and I think that's a very important program that the folks here in Central Arkansas. I know I served on the planning committee for that, and I think that it's something that we don't want to lose sight of that, because certainly Central Arkansas could benefit. Artists in this area could benefit from that. And it's important to remember that ArtSpace is also working in Northwest Arkansas in the cities of Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, and Fayetteville. It's actually a regional project, and I was there for the rollout, the initial rollout of their planning up there, and it's the work they do is amazing. But it's when we when we talk about keeping artists in our communities, and we keeping the arts, building the arts in our communities, we need to keep those artists. If artists graduate from our art schools, from our colleges, and then move out of state, that does nothing for Arkansas's, our creative economy. I mean, we need them to help build that economy, and so having places for them to work, affordable work and studio space is very important, and that certainly is. We're committed to that here at the Arts Council, and I'm glad to see that Art Space is coming in. Certainly working with us and with the Wingate Foundation, which was really put some of the muscle and early financing behind bringing them down here. We've got good partners. I hope that it'll go on. So, let's see. Marcus Crutchfield says art space is really a great way to get more people of the arts into the community. Absolutely, absolutely. If you don't have artists in your community, it's difficult to build you can't build an art district, an art community with just art galleries. I mean, you need artists, you need people who are actually in the practice of creating, and anyone can have you can have I realize you can have a Thomas Kincaid gallery, but that doesn't make it an art community. Sorry if I have offended the Thomas Kincaid community. My apologies. But anyway, I know you fans are out there. He's the artist of light. But anyway, I know, what, too soon? So anyway, yeah, we need, I have a real personal focus on artist services. Robin McClay, who is our artist services program manager, does a tremendous job working with individual artists, providing, trying to provide resources, direct them to resources, whether it's places that they can submit their work, providing education. We've provided Get Smart programs that provide, instruct on things like protecting your intellectual property. And we will hopefully within the next year be providing expanded online professional development opportunities for artists. We're in talks with the Clark Hewlings Fund, which provides a lot of that kind of online content, and looking for ways that we can provide a discount for Arkansas artists to take advantage of those programs, and it's a really exciting opportunity. That's just a little bit of a tease, but hopefully I'll have something more to tell you about that in the coming weeks. But that's something that really, again, Robin McClay, our artist services program manager, is really the muscle behind that, and she's the person who really brought that foundation to my attention, and I'm hoping that we can make a go partnership with them and provide more opportunities for you all. So we've got that going on. Of course, we still have our Sally Williams grant. The Sally Williams Fund is, of course, the fund named in honor of Sally Williams, longtime artist services program manager, who passed away about 10 years ago, and her sister Sue Williams has been very kind to establish a fund through which we could provide support for artists who are pursuing professional development or trying to develop their skills, to develop their art. And so we are continuing to give those grants, and so they are available online. You can check them out. Check out the guidelines on those. Again, Arkansas Arts. Click on the grants tab, check out the Sally Williams grant. We don't give a lot, we don't do a lot for, we don't have a lot of grant funding, grant assistance for individual artists. Really, most state arts agencies don't these days, but I think it's just, I think it's easier, it's found to be easier to work through local organizations, but we do. I mean, we do have that. It's privately funded, and we're very proud of it, and we're proud of the work that it's done. So, no, so that's, we have, let's see, we've talked about a little bit of everything here. We've got, I've got, my folks are posting links to those professional development grants down there for you. So, looks like that I have just about actually sitting here, and wow, look at that. It's dark out there. Trav and I, he's pretty scared. He and I are about to go the full Shaggy Scooby, you know, roinks. But we have, you know, we've, as I've said to you all many times, our staff here at the Arkansas Arts Council, we've been operating remotely since March 20th, and I will tell you that your Arkansas Arts Council has not slowed down, did not take us a spring break. They have, this staff has continued to work hard to think of new ideas, new ways that, new programs. You know, they blow me away every day. I mean, it's an honor for me to work with them and help them do what they do. So, you know, just a tip of the hat for them. You know, I love my job, and I love working with you all. And so, you know, just keep in touch, okay? I'm on Facebook. You can get us through our Facebook page. You know, our emails are all on the website, arkansasarts.org. If you have concerns, if you're looking for resources, of course I will say that we have our resource page, our COVID-19 resource page on our website. But you know, if there's something going on and you're just you know, you're trying to get an answer, I encourage you to email me or my staff. You know, we'll try to hook you up with whatever resources we can find. You know, it's tough out here for everybody. I know that a lot of folks are creeping back to the office now. I know that we'll be doing that soon on a limited basis, but you know, we are here to support you in the art community, and anything we can do, please let us know. You know, this is a family, and I want to hear from you. So, anyway, so that's that is pretty much what I got today. You know, I promise you, Derica will be back. We got plans for Derica. We may have her. We may give her her own show. She's pretty good. Scarlett will be back with her cat and/or wolf mask. You know, if we may have some other guest hosts, you know, we'll just see what happens. You know, I know you get tired of me and my hair, but anyway, thanks for tuning in, and be safe out there. You know, keep creating, keep in touch. Bye.